dun, dun. Breaking news. Coming to you live from a state of emergency in Wellington. Abby is shocked that I started
I wasn't
that way.
expecting that. I wasn't expecting that. But really, it is. Red warning.
Red warning, only travel for necessary work. And this is
The
necessary
podcast is necessary. We got to get the news out.
Well, it actually is because I did kind of consider postponing, but the stories this week, one especially for me, is so fucked up that I really was like, no, we need to get in here and do this. Anyway, I'm Lucy.
I'm Abby.
And we're the hosts of the Shit You Should Care About podcast. This week, I am going to be talking about the quote-unquote online rape academy. So content warning, the first news story that I bring you is about rape and it is quite graphic. It also is really important though because we can't turn away from this. When you hear how big it is, the problem is when we lose focus on it, that governments are no longer pressured to do anything. So we're going to talk all about that. And then I'm going to talk about Reese Witherspoon saying that we all need to get into AI so we don't get left behind. And the bits that I agree with and the bits that I really disagree with. Because as I've thought about this.
Big discussion.
For more, there's like only one bit that I agree with and the rest I'm
right.
Okay, babe.
Okay.
So, Abby, what are we talking about in pop culture land?
It's been a bad week for 1D fans because it came out that Zayn Malik punched Louis Tomlinson.
No, and just the two sassiest members, what did we think? Getting both of them together. They were filming a doco.
I'll break it down.
Thank you.
Dylan Sprouse held an intruder at gunpoint in his Hollywood home.
He held the intruder at gunpoint?
Yep.
Wow.
And then Charli XCX tells British Vogue she's making a rock album.
No.
So it's a mix of pop culture this week.
That is some really good pop culture stories. But first, we're going to do what we always do. We're going to play a little game called Shit Chat where we ask each other a question to get to know each other better and to let you get to know each other better. Abby, what is the question this week?
Okay, so what is your most used phrase at the moment?
This is such a good question. I go through cycles.
Yes.
Like massive cycles. And then Abby goes through cycles and then I copy what Abby says. She copies what I say. It's bad. So this weekend, along with everybody else, it's been everything hallelujah.
Podcast hallelujah. Nido hallelujah.
Sip of tea hallelujah.
It's annoying.
It's
an annoying one. I don't think it will last long.
It won't.
But it's been our Bieberchella.
Now that Bieberchella's over, I think hallelujah will also be over.
Mm-hmm.
I actually just today have realised I've been saying really makes you think.
You have been. I was going to say that before.
Yeah, and because I put it
makes you think.
I put it in one Instagram thing once, I think, and then I've just started saying really makes you think. And then the other one I've been using heaps. I think me and Abby saw this somewhere together, or I don't know, but it was and I've always said that.
And I've always
said that. And I've been commenting that on everyone's Instagram things.
We've always had no. That was yours.
What?
No.
No, I don't. Oh, man, I don't think I do. I think it's just my voice. No.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. And that's not even a cool one because everyone does that online.
Yeah, but yours is like a constant. It's a phrase you always say, you know.
I know. I do that.
I know. Also another one is from the drama, Double Empathy. That's good.
Oh my God, Abby. Yes. Okay, story time. Abby and I were in Queenstown over the weekend and we came out of a store and we were going, double empathy, that's good. And then this girl was laughing at me, Abby said. And then she came over and she's like, I've been stalking you because I thought you were the girl from Shit You Should Care About. I was like, yeah, I am. So she'd been watching me and Abby go, double empathy, that's good.
Because I could see that she was watching us and she had a smile on her face because we're loud laughers in the street. So we're just being stupid all the time. So I could tell she was clocking something. That's really funny. Yeah.
You need to watch the drama and clock that, everyone.
Yes.
Clock that's probably something.
I was going to, clock that. I took it off because I was like, I'll just do 3. But clock is also,
we just said that.
Like everyone's saying that at the moment.
Yeah. So we're not really original, except for double empathy. That's good.
Yeah.
That's quite original. I like that question.
Yeah. That's good.
Really makes you think.
You brag that you have sexually assaulted women. Do you understand that?
No, I didn't say that at all. I don't think you understood what was said. This was locker room talk.
Now, something that does really make you think, and I would like us all to really think quite hard about this, is the CNN report that actually came out in late March but has gotten heaps of traction over the past few weeks about what is being called the Online Rape Academy, where every subject is taught. This is going to be quite a long and heavy section, so if you need to skip through a few minutes, feel free, but also it's quite important to listen to. So yes, CNN had been doing a big undercover sort of investigation after the Giselle Palico case. And we all remember that in 2024, Giselle was basically drugged with sleeping pills and raped by her husband by dozens of different people over several years. It was the most disgusting rape case I think I've ever read.
Yep.
And she was iconic because she let the whole thing be public. So this was tried, he Dominic, who was the rapist, and her ex-husband, was on trial in France, and it could have either been done in private or publicly. And she said, no, I want this public because like other women should be able to learn about this, and also he doesn't get to rot in silence. Let's do it publicly. And so since then, CNN sort of didn't just forget about it like the rest of the media kind of did. They went on this big undercover investigation, and it's brilliant reporting. Like all of this comes from CNN. You should go and read it. We'll put it in the show notes. It's an amazing report. But in short, here is what the findings were, or here's what the main findings were. They found a private Telegram group of nearly 1,000 men coaching each other on how to drug and rape their wives, a pornography website with 62 million visits just in February, hosting more than 20,000 videos of women being assaulted while they were unconscious, and a legal system, which we know that has so far done nothing about any of this.
So it's just been existing.
It just exists. It's been existing legally.
Yeah.
And so at the end of the Giselle Palico case, the communication tool that the men were using to learn from Dominique Palico and sort of drug their own wives, that was called Coco, that was shut down.
Okay.
But then that was shut down, a million other things started up.
Yes.
So Coco, that was the one that he used, Dominic, that was shut down. Things like Telegram and encrypted messaging tools and things like that, they still operate. So it's not one app or one sort of place where people go to learn about all of this. It is a big network. So CNN found a private Telegram group called ZZZ that had nearly 1,000 members. This was men from around the world that gathered together to like give each other advice on dosages, on which drugs leave the body the fastest, and how to avoid detection. They also like sent videos of the woman that they had filmed while unconscious. They sold access to live streams of themselves raping their sedated wives, and they were like, it was all paid in cryptocurrency, so it was like untraceable. You know, encrypted, untraceable. One user actually ran a delivery business shipping a tasteless and odorless sleeping liquid.
Oh, my God. A drug dealer of
tasteless and odorless sleeping liquid to any address in the world for $175 USD. So accessible to anyone, essentially. Your wife won't feel anything and won't remember anything, he advertised. So these group chats are honestly some of the most fucked up things. Like it takes a lot in this day and age to shake someone that works in the news all the time. Yeah. The more I read about it, because me and Abby first talked about this a few days ago, and then I've been reading about it more and more. And again, everything comes back to this one brilliant piece of reporting by CNN. But like they have released so much. Like they've talked to 3 different survivors and got their full stories. They've talked to a man that they found who was involved in all of this, and he has been arrested. So this was a man in Poland. He spent months speaking to journalists from CNN that he thought were fellow members of the community. So he shared photos. He described how he drugged his wife. He shared his address.
Oh my God.
So CNN actually eventually travelled to his hometown, found him with his wife at a local restaurant, and instead of confronting him directly, they handed all the findings to the police. So in early April, Polish authorities did arrest him, and he admitted to the charges and now faces up to 20 years in prison. Doesn't feel like enough, personally.
No, God, no.
Doesn't feel like enough. So that is one man down and, an entire network of men to go.
Yuck.
I do want to talk briefly about the website. I've been seeing a lot of talk about 62 million men or 62 million site visits or whatever in the month of February. And look, whether it's 62 million site visits to this one website that I'll talk about now, and I'm seeing all these, yes, it's misreporting, people saying 62 million men visited this site, but I'm seeing so many men in comments being like, it's 62 million overall site visits.
I'm trying to make it sound better for what?
And
even if it was 500 men.
Yes. It's not good.
Yeah.
It's fucked up.
That's fucked up. Why are you trying to defend it at all?
Why are you going, men should they should delete their fucking Instagram accounts if they feel like they want to comment shit like that. Anyway, so approximately, 62 million hits on this website called motherless.com in February. The core audience is from the United States.
Fuck.
On this website, there are more than 20,000 videos tagged as sleep content, which, as the name suggests, shows videos of women who are unconscious. There's a tag called eye check, where they lift the eyelids of women to show that they are unconscious. Some of those videos have over 50,000 views. So this isn't even happening on the dark web or anything. This is
it's a full public website.
Accessible to anyone, public website. And so towards the end of this, we're going to get into what the government's done about this or what they haven't done. But first, CNN spoke to 3 survivors. I just want to talk about 2 of them. One is called Zoe Watts. She was married for 16 years when her husband confessed to her on an otherwise ordinary Sunday after church that he had been crushing their son's sleeping medication into her nightly cup of tea and raping her while she was unconscious. He told her it had been going on for years, and she said that he listed his crimes like a shopping list. This is what she said. We worry about who's coming behind us walking down the street. We worry about getting to our car late at night, but we don't worry about who we lie next to. I didn't realise I had to.
Yeah, that's it's so fucked up. It's people's husbands.
Yes.
The person that you trust
more
than most people in your life.
That you've chosen to spend your life with.
It's so disgusting.
So he is now serving an 11-year sentence for rape and sexual assault, but again, that's not enough, personally. So then we have Amanda Stanhope. She spent 5 years waking up with bruises on her body in different clothes with no memory of how she got there. When she eventually realised what was happening, she brought the evidence of her former partner assaulting her while she was unconscious to the police, and this is what she said about that. I thought, there's the evidence, and the police said to me, well, we can't use that. That isn't clear evidence because it looks like you're pretending to be asleep. That's fucked. Who can you trust for help if the police are saying shit like that? So he was eventually charged with rape and sexual assault, but he did take his own life before the case went to court. So the woman that they interviewed all sort of said similar things about you don't worry about the person that's right next to you. They worry about how hard it is because these drugs are made to leave your body quickly.
Yeah.
So police aren't clued up with how to get proper evidence for that.
And there's probably layers of you wouldn't want to believe it. So you'd be looking for any other excuse.
Absolutely you would be. For so long, it's like mass gaslighting.
Yeah.
So everyone at home is probably wondering why any of this is legal or how any of this is legal. So listening to this might make you annoyed. Well, should make you annoyed, actually. Made me very fucking annoyed. Motherless.com, that website that got 62 million hits, is operating completely within the law. It is shielded, and we talk about this often on this podcast, and it's one of my weird interests, is it's shielded by Section 230 of the Communications Decency Act, which means online platforms can't be held liable for the content that the users upload. So as long as the platform itself isn't generating the content. So this is why Instagram is they won't get sued if you post something bad on there.
Yeah.
And this is really good for free speech. It means that we can post lots of things, because if every single thing we were posting had to go through all these check marks so that Instagram wouldn't get sued, we wouldn't be able to say fucking anything.
Yes.
But it's bad because this was written in 1996 and the internet has changed so much.
Vastly.
But it is Section 230 is a really 50-50 thing. It's really good for free speech and for people to be able to say what they need. It's really bad because because this exists, it means it's really hard to create new guardrails around. But okay, we should if this is happening, sorry, the bad outweighs the good.
Literally a whole website that has, I can't believe it's not been flagged or I can't believe it's obviously been flagged, but they can't do anything about it. Yeah.
So yes, this basically Section 230 has become a legal shield for these websites, saying, well, it's not us uploading the content, take it down.
If I was part of that company, I'd be like, well, we're not fucking having these kind of websites.
I know, but it's so weird because do they just not care?
Yeah, they don't have any ethical, any non-moral code in their company?
They don't. And so the UK's communications regulator, Ofcom, they looked into Motherless's parent company last year, not for the content, just for whether they had filed a proper risk assessment. So basically, Motherless gave them all their paperwork and then the investigation was closed.
What the
They were later fined for inadequate age verification, but that was the one thing that they pulled them up on when they have 20,000 videos of women.
Who the fuck is behind them being like, oh, I own this Motherless website.
Yeah.
Let me just hand you some fucking paperwork and let's get on with it. Can I get back to
I can sleep at night knowing I know.
What? That's insane.
Yeah. And so the main question everyone's asking now is what needs to change? Obviously everything. Men need to change. My number one, when I was writing this newsletter, I've written a newsletter all about this, but my number one thing was men. Yeah. Men need to change. Or everything needs to change. But CNN spoke to legal experts and the two major things, obviously the platforms need to be held liable when they knowingly host criminal content, which this is criminal content. We actually already applied this logic to child sexual abuse material. So the legal argument for extending it to adult sexual abuse is there. Yeah. It's just that they have not chosen to
go ahead
use it.
Yeah.
We've done this before. We've done this for child sexual abuse. We can do this for adult. It's fucked up. And then the next thing that really needs to change is the evidence standards. The fact that these women aren't being believed because the drugs leave their body quickly or whatever it is.
That one survivor that said, oh, no, how do we know you're not just sleeping?
How do we know
investigate it then?
Pretending to be asleep.
Investigate it.
Yeah. But it's also how do we know you're not pretending to be asleep? Okay, well then we should give how do we know he's not raping her?
Exactly.
Sorry, that
look into it
so much. So essentially this leaves us with it is amazing that CNN followed this so deeply and that this exists, but the thing that actually changes the laws and changes how we penalise people for doing shit like this is sustained attention on this, not letting this leave the news cycle and then nothing happen.
Yes.
What's happening with Jeffrey Epstein right now. That's why they're trying so hard to get the Epstein files out of the news cycle, because if it doesn't have sustained attention, then we get fatigued by it and we stop putting pressure on and the bad guys once again get away with it. So sorry about the really heavy story, but also I'm not at all sorry because the more people that know about this, the better. The men should be fucking sorry.
Because I feel so naive that I'd never heard of these kind of crimes until Giselle Pellico's trial.
I know.
And then even after that, I didn't think there would be a whole community. Like, I feel so silly because it's just not been in the open. It's not been public, but like now it's like, well, fuck, of course there is a whole community website for millions of people to go.
I know. And
learn how to do that.
It makes you worry about the we're seeing like young boys get red-pilled and go the pipeline of young boys getting on social media and getting red-pilled. Well, how much research has been done into what those men or boys end up doing after they've been red-pilled? And I fear that it's this or something like this. Thinking that you have all the power in the world, you're going to be protected and you can do whatever you want, and usually that means anything you want to a woman. So that is one of the most disgusting news stories we've had to cover on the podcast, maybe ever, if not in a very long time. The next news story I have for you is totally different in concept. It is about AI, which Abby and I have spoken about on almost every episode of this podcast because we, or definitely me, I don't want to speak for Abby so much, but we like to learn about this kind of stuff because both of us have grown up in the age where it felt like only boys knew about the stock market, and then like they somehow learnt all about it in these worlds that we weren't involved in, and then like my brothers knew how to invest and things like that and I didn't, and then I felt behind, and then crypto happened and I remember thinking like, oh my God, this is the next big thing and I don't know about it, and once again like women are kind of getting left behind. There's been a lot of fads, a lot of things that I've learnt about, never really used, but I've learned about purely so that I can talk about on the podcast or on Siska. But Reese Witherspoon has come out swinging, saying that women really need to learn how to use and employ, like start using AI. I don't want to really put words in her mouth. She definitely has said we need to learn how to use it. I don't know if she said that we need to be using it, but we just need to understand it.
Yes.
So essentially, I'm going to tell you about the video that she posted to Instagram. Then I'm going to give you my commentary, like what I think about it. And I'm going to ask what you think about it, which I think might be similar to me, but we'll wait and see. So she posted a video to Instagram where she said, and I'm going to say it right now, I don't believe that this anecdote is true. She said she was at her book club with 10 women. She asked how many of them use AI. 3 women put their hands up. Then she asked how many of those 3 actually felt like they know what they're doing with AI, and only 1 person put their hand up. So her takeaway from that was that there is a problem that, and this is true, women's jobs are 3 times more likely to be automated by AI. So women are more likely to lose their jobs than men.
Yeah.
And women are using AI 25% less than men. And if we don't get across this technology, we're going to get left behind. And then she said, like, it's time, people. So a lot of this, I hate. A lot of, even the way she framed it, I hate. I don't think you would have a statistically perfect anecdote that lined up with the statistics and your book club.
That is sneaky.
None of that's true.
Yeah.
Let's just agree right now, none of that's true. Yeah. None of that is true. It's just to show numbers in a world that she knows.
The point. Yeah.
Reese's book club is one of the biggest things that she does, which we'll talk about in a second, which is why this is also hypocritical. The only thing I agree with here is what I mentioned earlier, because at the start I kind of thought, before I really sat and thought about it for a long time, I was like, do you know what? Like, I agree. Women, like, are always left behind. Like, we couldn't open up bank accounts, we couldn't get credit cards, we couldn't own property, we didn't learn about the stock market, we couldn't even be stockbrokers, like things like this. We always get left behind. I am pro us learning how to do things just as well, if not better than the men. I'd prefer that we were building the things, actually, so we could make them something that women actually morally wanted to use. So that is the only part I agree with. The rest, the framing of it all, I didn't like. So there, for example, like her saying 7 out of 10 women didn't know how to use it or didn't use it. What's to say they've researched it and they've decided that they don't want to use it because it's so bad for the environment and bad for art.
Yes.
Like, I think that's a huge missing piece is like, if it is not going to directly impact their jobs, why the fuck should they? Kind of like, if I know it's good to understand, they don't need to use it.
That's been the comments. Like, a lot of the comments have been like, stop forcing it on me.
Yes.
Like, I know what AI
Yes.
is.
Take us seriously.
We're saying we don't want to use it.
Yeah.
Like, most of the comments I saw on her post
Yeah.
were like, stop that.
Stop, like, please. And so it really, the post looks like, this is another thing I don't like, it looks like it's set up for her to launch a course. Like, it looks like, because she's kind of like, who's with me? Let's do it. And I'm like, okay, it really looks like you are about to launch something, or you've founded a business that is female-focused AI, or there's been lots of speculation that I couldn't actually confirm at all that, you know, perhaps she has financial investments in AI.
Yeah, so this would help.
Yeah, and we don't know what her personal investments are, so perhaps. And then people are really fucked off because she has built so much of her, well, all of her career is off of movies, which is art from someone's brain.
Yes.
And then book club. Her book club is so huge. And in a production house that bases TV shows and movies off books.
Yeah.
So people are just saying that she is kind of in a field where, well, actually, I don't know if people are saying this or I'm saying, she's in a field where the like minimal tasks can be automated by AI, sure. But the bulk of it should not even be in the same sentence.
All creative fields. Like, and people in the industry are saying, like, leave AI out of it.
Yeah.
Like,
And
everyone.
I'm literally thinking, you didn't have to be the mouthpiece for this. No. There are so many people that work in coding or work in like environmental tech or whatever. Let them train people properly on, because it's going to come, it is affecting all these industries. It's not going away. A boycott's not going to fix this.
No.
Not using AI is like not going to make it go away, but it will make you sleep better at night if that's your like value.
Yeah.
So she did not have to be the mouthpiece for this. And also people are saying like when NFTs were a big thing, she was like into that, like her studio sort of had a contract with someone to do NFTs. She said like, you know, crypto is the next big thing. So she's like, as a businesswoman, she's obviously trying to stay on top of all the changes in the industry. But as a person that has benefited of and also like been such a big part of the arts world, multiple arts worlds, I don't know why
she would push AI.
Yeah. So I think she must be releasing something to do with AI.
Yeah,
or,
interesting.
I don't know if she will anymore after seeing the...
Because it was like, if you look at the comments, there was like, there was a couple celebrities, I think.
Yeah, but they're invested in it too,
it's the same thing, but the everyday person
is saying,
has been like, hot take from you.
And everyone's saying like this girl boss feminism of like, let's not get left behind doesn't really work when like all the people behind this thing are tech bros who like are not the best people. It's like, okay, instead of just saying let's not get left behind, like what about, I don't know, pointed to women in tech that are trying to build it ethically, or I don't know. I just think many other options she could have done.
Yeah.
This was probably the worst. And that anecdote is not true.
That is so, I didn't even click with that because I didn't think about that anecdote.
Well, yeah.
That's so funny to use that with.
Only because you're not going to get a statistically perfect and genre perfect anecdote.
That's so funny. Yeah. And 3 of them raised their hands.
And blah, blah, blah. And I'm, okay, darling, probably not. So that is today's AI chat.
Yes, I want to hear everyone's thoughts.
Same.
So let us know.
I really want to hear everyone's thoughts.
Does somebody not know how to flush a toilet after they've had a shit?
What do you mean?
Well, it was fucking one of yous. Disgusting.
Abby, let's do some pop culture.
Pop culture time. So, bad week to be a One Directioner because it came out that...
we're just going to call it Directioner. It's not One Directioner.
Oh, sorry.
No. And live on the podcast,
Directioner.
keep that in because actually a lot of people need to learn it.
One Directioner. Bad week to be a Directioner. Zayn Malik punched Louis Tomlinson and now their documentary has been cancelled.
Was it? I was so looking forward to this documentary because I love Louis so much.
Yeah.
I've never been a Zayn girl ever since he refused to dance on the X Factor. Did you see? And during boot camp, he refuses to dance at the start because he thinks he won't look cool. It's really funny, but he looks like a sookie lala.
Oh, no. Yeah. I liked Zayn for a bit. I think he was funny in that Video Diaries.
Yeah, he was. And then something happened and he
left.
And he got really angry.
Yeah.
Punched Louis.
Well, so they were filming the documentary, which was planned to be a 3-part series, directed by Nicola Marsh, who was behind Demi Lovato's documentary Child Star.
Okay.
Yeah. I'd never watched that, did you?
I don't think I watched Child Star.
No, I didn't.
I watched all the other ones where she proclaimed to be sober, but then always came out and said, I wasn't actually sober when I filmed them. Weak.
Well, The Sun claims that the series has been scrapped because of an incident 6 months ago, which I thought it happened recently, but this was 6 months ago, where Zayn allegedly punched Louis after making a remark about his late mother. So Louis Tomlinson's mum died of leukemia in December 2016. So apparently Zayn, they were having like an argument and then Zayn made a comment about his dead mum and Louis went to like make a rebuttal.
Yeah.
But then instead Zayn just punched him in the head and he had rings on so it cut his head open.
Oh, God.
And he had to go to hospital with a mild concussion.
Jesus.
Yeah, so then apparently it's only recently Netflix reportedly decided to scrap the documentary because it became clear that they are not going to be friends again.
Well,
that was it.
And it's like, obviously this is all alleged.
Yes.
So
it's all like sources said.
Yeah. But I think the fact that we haven't seen any like promo or anything for this documentary.
Yeah, like it just went quiet.
But like Louis has spoken about it on interviews and stuff before, saying he's excited for it and like he loves Zayn and things like that. So it's really interesting. I don't even know if I believe or I don't want to believe that even at the lowest of low or the angriest of angry, Zayn would make a comment about Louis' mum because like Louis' mum, I mean, if you're a One Direction fan or have been, she was like, she loved all the boys. The boys all loved her. Like they all knew her really well. They were all really involved. That's the lowest blow.
A really low blow.
And Louis talks so openly about grief. Like he has spoken about his mum. He also lost his little sister.
Yeah.
Like he's been through it the past few years.
Like why would Zayn go that low? But then I guess
Zayn has a history of being aggressive.
Yep, and people with like high tempers, they're going to get you from any angle kind of thing. Like they're going to try to get the low blow to win the match kind of thing.
So fucked up.
So we'll see if that comes out as true or not. But it's sad. The fandom is really sad.
It is fucking sad. But it's sad, but it's also just like, I mean, I went and saw, there was a Louis documentary.
Yeah.
And it was really fucking good. And then obviously his interview on Diary of a CEO was amazing.
Yes.
Like the most beautiful celebrity interview I've ever seen. So I'm like, guys, don't even worry about the fucking one including Zayn. Go watch the Louis stuff.
He's cute.
He's so cute. And Zayn needs to get on top of his shit. Obviously, it's not an easy life, like being thrown into the spotlight, and he had a hard time, but like, that's fucked up if that's true.
Yeah.
Sorry, that's fucked up.
It is.
What do we got next?
Dylan Sprouse. He had a home intruder come to his house in Hollywood Hills, but didn't get inside. Dylan Sprouse instead tackled him outside and held him at gunpoint until the police came.
With the intruder's gun?
It hasn't been confirmed. I think it is Dylan. He was called the husband in the articles about it. The husband had a gun, but he had put it back in the holster and put it behind a fence so the police could go like,
oh my
sort it out. And then there's like some video of him talking to the police.
Well, I see all the comments about this that are like, the intruder should have known Dylan Sprouse does not play when it comes to his girl.
Barbara Palvin.
Yeah.
They are so cute
he's
together.
obsessed with her.
Yeah.
So that is fucking iconic.
But I've just never heard of like a celebrity
getting that involved.
Putting their life at risk because they can have
security,
the maximum security if they want. But he must have just been very passionate about it.
Hero complex.
Yeah, and then you can see there's videos of the intruder being taken away by the police. He just looked like this young guy with
weird.
there was a skateboard leaning against a fence. So it's like just a random young dude trying to break into celebrity homes, maybe.
That's fucking weird.
Don't know,
Oh, he
but
met the wrath. He met the wrath.
Dylan Sprouse.
Yeah, who knew he had that dog in him? Literally.
I know. And then the last story is Charli XCX is making a rock album.
Okay, I don't know anything about this except for I sent Abby that headline and just said, talk about it.
Yeah.
Because I don't know anything.
Yeah, so she did an interview and said, I think the dance floor is dead, so now we're making rock music. Loads of people were like, the dance floor isn't dead.
Well, also, she kind of reignited the dance floor with Brat.
That's what people are saying. Like, girl, we're in the club because of Brat.
Because of Brat. What is going on with, like, who's feeding these people these lines? These fake anecdotes about book clubs and clubs and live music being dead.
Yeah. I don't know. There's no album title reveal yet, but she's revealed some lyrics from the album. So and what would happen if that was taken from me? I can take you to heaven like it's 2007, pop star in my bedroom like it's 2007. I can feel all the things I don't normally feel. Nothing's going to last forever and no one's going to last forever. So these are like lines from different songs throughout the album. So I think it's like what she's learnt from Brat and now she wants to move on from Brat. Like she's really
and she's been quite
rebranding
vocal about that.
Yeah.
Wow. And she is being prolific at the moment because we had Brat, then we had all the Brat, but it's not actually Brat because it's all the remixes. We had Wuthering Heights.
Yes.
And now we're getting a rock album.
Yeah.
I love it when artists, she's reached flow state.
Yeah.
She has reached flow
She did
state.
talk about it in the interview. She was like, I can unlock more potential. Like
She's feeling very
let me do
creative.
it. Yeah. I'm excited
me
because
too.
I love rock and I feel like there's never been
No, there
like
hasn't.
a modern rock album that I've been like, yes, except for like Greta Van Fleet. They do really good, like more dad rock. Like,
Yes. It's good though.
they're like Led Zeppelin.
I see everyone
Baby
saying
Led Zeppelin.
Baby Led
They really are. But I've never had like a rock album where I'm a modern rock.
Yes.
I want Miley Cyrus.
I know,
to do
we've
one
always,
so
hey,
bad.
and we've always been saying, Miley Cyrus, why do you do those amazing rock covers and then release pop albums?
Yes,
Well,
because she does them so well.
She did release a rock album, but it wasn't good. She released a rock album, not good. The one that has Edge of 17 mixed with.
Oh, yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
It was like pop rock, but
Yes.
we need her covers of Nothing Else
Yes.
Matters and like a prayer and
Yes,
shit.
I
Oh my God.
Well, people are saying they hope Charlie's isn't going to be a pop rock because that's what a lot of artists do. They're like, I'm doing rock, and then it's really poppy.
I think
Like,
it will be because Charlie
she is a pop star.
and love her so much, but she doesn't have vocals. Like,
Right.
it's her production that's good. She doesn't have, like, without auto-tune, you don't even hear her sing. Like,
they did say the autotune will stay.
so that's going to be an auto-tune
Rock. Yeah, so it's, I don't know. I'm excited, but
I don't think you're going to like it.
yeah, I know. I really want to.
But you might like it you might like it, but not for rock.
Yeah.
Like, you might like it because Charlie does something cool and weird.
Yes.
I think I will like it.
Yeah.
But stay tuned, everyone.
Stay
That's actually a
tuned.
really exciting story.
Yeah, I love anticipation for albums.
I know.
It's so fun. So we'll see.
So what's on your radar then, other than...
Liv is coming home
yeah.
next week. Well, she's in Blenheim at the moment with
Yeah.
her fam, but she's making time to come to Welly. Her brother lives here too, but we're going to go see her, maybe do a little BYO dinner with her.
It's such a fucking weird on my radar.
What?
Because it's like not gone. No, it's like, yeah, exciting.
That is my next, that's all I've got.
Yeah, okay.
Next plan. Oh, and we're watching Company Retreat, which is the jury duty season 2.
It's actually fucking good.
Yeah.
Abby likes it better than number 1. She
I do.
finished number 1.
Yeah. Number 1 got 2, maybe because the setting was like the
Yes.
same every day.
Yes.
But this one's really good, Company Retreat.
this one is actually really good.
What's on your radar?
Well, Tiana just texted us about Practical Magic 2.
Yes.
It's not coming out till November,
Yeah.
but that's on my radar. And, okay, I usually have a book, but I haven't been able to pick up another book since me and Abby have read The Correspondent for our book club. It fucking broke
A
me.
really good book.
An amazing book.
Yeah.
And we've been wanting an amazing book.
Yes.
So I have really struggled to even pick up.
Yeah, that happens to me. If I've
Another
read
book.
a really good book, then I start reading something else. I'm like, nah, it doesn't reach.
Oh, actually, I have something else. Hacks. The last season of Hacks, the best show that's probably ever been created in the world, is out now, and I've watched the first 2 episodes, and it's fucking amazing. So, it took me ages. Everyone was saying it was the best show ever, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, no. Then I started. I was like, okay,
I need to try. I need to start it.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
And anyway, what are our last things we need to say to everyone? First of all, stay safe out there in the emergency. What is it called? State of emergency.
If you're in Welly, hope your home is safe.
We should have said that at the start when I did my fucking beep, beep.
Yeah.
Next thing, join the book club.
Yes.
Because we had the best book
And
ever
we'll have an
this month.
announcement of what we're reading in May.
Oh, yeah.
Soon.
And it's very hyped. And I'm so excited. I'm avoiding spoilers.
Yeah.
And subscribe to the newsletter if you want. Come be a paid supporter so you can be a pen pal. Well, I'm sure I just popped the mic like a billion times doing that. And just have a really good week.
Yeah. Love you guys.
Love you. Bye.